Hi, Alvin here, and you are watching episode 25 of the 3-Minute Health Tip. Now, in this episode, I'm going to discuss why timing is everything when it comes to figuring out your symptoms. Clinically, I see a lot of people coming in with some low back pain issues, and as I try to explain to them this new health perspective and the knowledge of G&M, that there's an emotional conflict probably related to their low back pain, especially if there was no mechanism of injury. When I go a little further and describe that low back pain often results from an unexpected event that you experienced as a lack of support. Who is it that's not supporting you in your life around the time that this back pain first showed up? For a lot of people, immediately their response is, I know who it is. It's my husband. My husband's never supported me for 30 years and he's the source of all my pain. Well, we have to now slow down and really evaluate if it is your husband that's causing your low back pain based on the timing of when the symptoms showed up. Now, I understand that, yes, maybe you do feel like your husband hasn't supported you in 25 years of marriage, but if your back pain only showed up 6 months ago, then it's not your husband in general. We have to identify what happened 6 months ago that was unexpected, that maybe you felt as a lack of support. And yes, it could be related to your husband if your husband did something or said something unexpectedly 6 months ago, again, fitting within the time frame of when that symptom first showed up. You know, we have to remember that oftentimes like 60 to 70% of the symptoms that we experience, especially when it's dealing with pain, back pain sort of issues, often come in the resolution when we start to resolve the issue, when we start to feel supported. And so when pain has lingered for 6 months, we have to start to recognize that maybe that issue is not fully resolved. But again, it's not your husband in general who you've been married to for 25 years. It's something that he specifically did or said 6 months ago that led to you feeling unsupported, that maybe you forgot about it temporarily or it started to get resolved, which is what led to your back pain symptoms. The reason it's lingering around is because you've never became aware of it, or you've never made the connection that this back pain issue has to do with that comment or that criticism that your husband said 6 months ago while you were at a party or in a public setting that really made you feel embarrassed, was totally unexpected. So for those of you that are now dealing with some of your symptoms, again, I want you to recognize the timing of when those symptoms showed up. If you relate it to a death or a loss or something that happened 20 years ago, but your symptoms only showed up in the last 2-3 months, then it's very unlikely that it's related to that. You have to really evaluate what was happening just prior to these symptoms showing up that was unexpected in my life, that maybe is not fully resolved or dealt with. So I hope that that's valuable in helping you identify those conflicts. I want to thank you as always for your attention, and I look forward to seeing you in the next episode.